First of all, read the language. Find the equation of the line. What formula on page 18 does that usually mean? Equation of a line formula. What does that usually mean? I may just take down all the formulas the other day. Now, you could use y equals mx plus c. That's when it already gives you the equation and you use it, but it doesn't give us the equation yet. So what do you reckon? Yeah, that's your other option, isn't it? Okay. Now, interesting. Look at the language. Okay. So it wants me to find the equation of a line. So this part here is the yellow part all day long. Cool? Let's keep reading the language. It wants it to be perpendicular to this one. See the way it wants it to be perpendicular to the blue one? I need to find the slope of the blue one. How do you find the slope of the blue one? We did it a second ago. What formula do we need to use? We have to use that formula. And then we have to find if it's perpendicular or not. Does that make sense? Okay, here's what we're going to do. What letter do I need to get on its own? Huh? What letter is on its own? Y on its own on the left. How do I make that happen? So what does that mean then? Minus y equals what? Yeah. The 3 was on the right side already. And it's still on the right side. So it stays as 3. I don't like the minus because I want it on its own. I don't even want the minus there. How do I change that? I did it twice today already. Multiply, change any minuses into pluses and any pluses into minuses. It's the same as multiplying both sides by -1. Do you remember I showed you earlier 7 minus 2 equals 5? And then I said, what happens if you multiply, say that's a 5. I said, what happens if I multiply both sides by minus? -7 plus 2 equals -5. I also said that it's still balanced, isn't it? So that means you're allowed to multiply both sides by minus. I'd like you to multiply both sides by minus. What you get? Minus y turns into plus y. Minus 2x turns into 2x. Minus 3. We kill. Right? What's the slope of this line? Using the logic of mx plus c, the m value is there. And the c value, where's the c value? Is there. Okay, so what's the slope? Slope is 2. The intercept? 0 minus 3. Now, read the language again. This line it wants me to create. What point does it go through? What point does this yellow line go through? Read the language. Has the same y-intercept. What does that mean? Yes. It goes through the point 0 minus 3. Does everybody see that in the language? It has the same y-intercept. It has the same point. Therefore, we know one of the points. Therefore, we have an x1 and y1 value. Does that make sense? What's the other key word? And what does that mean? It means it hasn't got the same slope. What slope does it have, though? It doesn't have a slope of 2. It wants to be perpendicular to that. So what do you do? Minus a half q, you guys? And are you all familiar how to finish this off now? You replace m with minus a half. You replace x1 with 0 and y1 with minus 3. Or what the hell, I'll finish it off, all right? What the hey? Ready for this? What's y1? What's y1? What's minus 3? Plus 3. What's the slope? Not 2. Turn it upside down. Minus a half. What's the x value? All right, ready? Looking, everybody looking? So what do you do now? Y plus 3 equals, when you multiply that, a half x. Okay? It doesn't specify how it wants me to deliver it. It doesn't specify how it wants me to write it down. I just get y on its own. What happens if we get y on its own? Minus a half x. What happens to the 3? Yeah, that's a good answer. It's difficult, isn't it? Who would rank that as a very difficult question? It is a very difficult question. All day long, that's a difficult question. About 50%, 60% of most junior certs won't get that. They'll attempt it, but they won't get it in full. Okay? Now, I will. It's on video later. I'll load it up. I just have to keep going. I'm sorry about this, right? All right. Anybody know how to do question 13? Oh, sorry, 13. Okay, let's read the language. Here's a line. Happy days, no bother. Here's the line K. And what does the question want me to do at the end? What does it say K is again? What is K? What item is K? It's a line. It wants me to use the equation of a line. Are you guys all right with that? Okay. Now, next thing. How do I find the slope I'm going to use? What key information does it give? Parallel to L. Get the slope of L. Do you see that equation there? You want to get y on its own and find the slope of L. You want to get y on its own and find its slope. Okay? Do you remember using y equals mx plus c? Right? You're going to do that. Then you're going to use that as x1, y1. Your homework will be on Google Classrooms later, okay? It's going to be questions like this. There'll be a voiceover. It'll be explained how to do it step by step. It's the same stuff, okay?